Over the last 3 years, it's become increasingly difficult to negotiate the issues of our membership at all labor management tables. For the last 2 years, most labor management needed to shift to an online platform. Given all of the challenges with this technology, which erases the human factor in conversation, coupled with the employer's key focus on COVID response, our issues have been pushed to the back burner. In September, during the last federal election, when rallies were being held and other large gatherings, the Commissioner indicated that she did not want to meet us face-to-face, forcing us to mobilize to express that the virtual platform would not be accepted as a new normal for our labor management committees. September saw the last federal election, and as is customary, in October, a congratulatory letter was sent out to our newly appointed Minister of Public Safety. This letter also expressed a need to meet as well and listed some major issues that require his attention. With no response, a follow-up letter was sent in December, once again to request a meeting to discuss the state of morale among correctional officers. In February, without any response, the boiling point had been reached. Something needed to be done to raise the flag on the disrespect and show both the CSC and the government that we are no longer going to be pushed away and ignored. The campaign that was organized and then launched is quite different from mobilization that we've done in the past. Typically we mobilize during negotiations. There's always a goal, and our members, or at least the bargaining committee, see the results of the cause and effect rather quickly. This campaign, though the outcome was entirely in the hands of the CSC, was not expected to see immediate success. It involves quite a bit of historical mistreatment and essentially a change in the culture of respect between UCCO-SACC-CSN as the largest stakeholder in the CSC and management. This is why the barometer of success was placed on the employer's willingness to fix some smaller issues that were relatively simple to correct. And if this happened, and we were respected in the raising the flag, then there should be room to investigate some of the deeper concerns of our membership. Our Respect campaign was launched Sunday, February 27th. We had organized a press conference, a mobilization at the minister's office, and sent our morale indication stickers to the field along with tape so that our members could raise the flag and show some reciprocated disrespect back to the service. The first day of our campaign, there was no outreach from any manager to understand the purpose of our demonstration. On Monday, the Commissioner did call. However, her main concern was the public image of wearing the tape on escort. She cited it was a health and safety concern, and quickly said that there would be discipline if there was a refusal to remove the tape while on escort. Instead of trying to understand our issues and the reasons behind our mobilization and work to resolve the situation, bullying tactics were conveyed. Her suggestion was that we meet at the end of March, which truly indicated her lack of respect for our issues. It was indicated that we would amend our tactic when in the public domain to a small strip of tape, and though we again extended some good faith, the Commissioner didn't amend her response, and she continued to direct the discipline of our members. During a phone call held on Thursday, March 3rd, the Commissioner was advised that if she took our concerns seriously and agreed to a meeting the following week, we would stop covering our patches while on escort. We were assured that we would have an answer the next day. It wasn't until the close of business day on Friday that we received an invitation to meet on March the 10th. Meanwhile, Friday morning saw more of our members sent home for maintaining the position of the union. It's pretty bad when the Commissioner has the ball in her court and she chooses to continue her bullying tactics when the solution was a simple meeting. Nonetheless, a meeting for the next week was secured, so in good faith our tactic was amended when we were in the public. March the 7th, information lines were held across the country to show our solidarity and show appreciation for the members who stood up to the weaponized threats of the employer during our peaceful protest. March the 10th, the scheduled meeting with the Commissioner was held in her boardroom in Ottawa. There, 18 different items affecting the declining morale of our membership were officially tabled, even though none of them were new items. They all have been discussed in the previous years. We prioritized 3 issues that, if fixed immediately, would put an end to our mobilization. The Commissioner did share direction to send to each region, which would put an end to the local management directly opposing WCB claims related to COVID-19, but stated she would not answer us on the DPH issue. With regard to the various tools we require, such as body scanners, drone detection, vests, gloves, etc., she said that we would receive an update on March 31st by a presentation from her team. On the remaining items, she promised follow-up by telephone on Monday, March the 14th. Well, Monday came and went, and the call didn't happen until Tuesday, when we were provided with no follow-up at all. She suggested that she was still looking into the issues around the designated paid holiday and would get back to us. And that answer did not come until the 22nd of March, when, without reason, it was stated that she would not reverse the interpretation. On March 25th, we met with the Minister of Public Safety. The Minister opened the meeting with an apology for not meeting with us sooner and committed to build a relationship of respect moving forward. We discussed the tools we need to perform our duties, the lack of recognition for our members during COVID, and the ongoing respect campaign, and the state of the relationship between UCCO-SACC-CSN and the Correctional Service of Canada. He cited that our issues would be discussed in Cabinet and seemed very concerned about not having the proper tools for our work. He committed to remain in contact with us for any developments and indicated his intention to tour some of our facilities. On March 28th, a video message to explain the state of our mobilization was put on Facebook. This message intentionally targeted the Commissioner, as it's become very clear over this campaign that the Commissioner, having the authority to make the change, has been unwilling, further damaging her relationship with her key stakeholders, UCCO-SACC-CSN. On this same day, a rally was held in the Atlantic region in front of RHQ to demonstrate against the employer's heavy-handed discipline and highlighted the inconsistencies in the different regional approaches by management. We had promised a ramp-up on our mobilization, and this was a clear result of the Commissioner's inaction, as well as the heavy-handed discipline by the Atlantic Regional Deputy Commissioner. On April 1st, we released our April Fool's video, which depicted a message that the Commissioner was finally ready to move forward with our issues, though this unfortunately was not the case, making her the April's Fool. That week we also saw info lines and a petition of no confidence for the Commissioner. This petition, already signed by thousands of correctional officers, correctional managers, parole officers, and other institutional staff, is ongoing. It's often said that when a hockey team is starting to fail, you don't go changing all the players. You start with changing the coach, and this is where we're at today. Our Commissioner has failed in her mandate provided to her upon her appointment in building a respectful workplace, free from bullying and harassment. She has failed in her engagement with the CSE staff and their representatives as the key stakeholders in addressing the concerns of employees, often making the interests of other stakeholders, such as public interest groups, a priority instead of employee interests. Our last National Labour Management meeting in Ottawa saw a mobilization involving at least 150 members from the Ontario and Quebec regions, as well as several members who were sent home for peacefully protesting at the beginning of March. And during a break in the meeting, the Commissioner attended our rally. Though she refused to answer the important questions our members had for her, it was certainly demonstrated that our members are frustrated with her leadership. We are not at the end of the road. We will continue in our efforts to see an improvement in the morale of our membership. We will continue to engage with the CSE on ways forward. Our tactics will change, our strategy will change, but the goal will remain the same. Beyond simple words of recognition, we want concrete actions towards a positive change. We deserve respect, and we demand respect.